Hi everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. I've got this kind of tall reinforced gift box. So just a nice straightforward thing, but it's quite handy I think for Christmas treats. This would fit a candle in really nice, and lots of other things as well. So again, I'm using these wonderful papers by Do Crafts Paper Mania, and it's the Love Santa range, which I'll show you in a moment. Basically this all comes off together, and you can see inside there I've just wrap that ribbon all the way around, which I'll show you, and then it's just got these lovely little Christmas lights, these little embellishments, this little tag, and then I've used some of this here. So the one I'm going to show you is going to have a slightly different finish to the top, so I just wanted to give you some different variations, and then I've just tried to make sure that I've got this lovely little baby reindeer on this paper here. You can see it on the side there, and it's just really cute. And then this, on the one I'm doing, this will not be here, this line here. I forgot to put it inside, and I was kind of, kicking myself as I'd done it. I thought, no, but it's still okay. It's still going to work. I'm not too worried there, but you can see the reinforced there, because this is paper. It's 160 GSM, but once you fold it over and double it up, it does become really strong. So that's why I've used this today. So this measures, what have we got here? So it's 3 by 3, and it is, what we've got here, 4 3/4 tall. So again, like I said, nice size box, and that fits nice and snug on top there to finish it off. So to make this, you are going to need, I've got that as well, forgot that piece. This is the main piece there. The papers, as I've shown in other tutorials, is this one here, this paper pack, Love Santa. Like I said, it's by Do Crafts Paper Mania, there we go. And you get all these designs, so it's everything that's on the front there that you can see. It's vintage, it's my favourite, it's my kind of thing, and I just absolutely love it. And there's just loads. And also you get glimmer paper at the back, which matches. Gorgeous, so shiny, it's just lovely. And then you also get 2 sheets of this, and I've actually cut one out, and that's what I'm going to be using today as a tag, and I'm just mounted it on some strong white card to make a tag. So let's pop that just to one side. So you're going to need ribbon. If any of you that are watching haven't or would like to, I have a really good Facebook page, Mixed Up Craft. I'll share all the links in the description below. But I recently done a quick Facebook Live. Was it a Facebook Live? No, it was just a photo, I think, of all these ribbons that me and my mum purchased from the range in the UK. And they are, if I can just get it close up there, they're 12.5 metres. And we couldn't believe for £1 they were selling this for 12.5 metres. It's fabric, it's not plastic, it's really good quality. So we purchased, I think it was 14 of these spools, realms. I've lost it. It's near the end of the day. You know what I mean. One of these things. We got 14 of them, all different colours, and like I said, it was £1. We even got them to check at the till because we thought this is just too good. And then we halved it all each, so we've got just over 6 metres each of all these lovely ribbons. But this one goes perfectly with these papers. So also as part of this collection, as I've shown in my other tutorials, these are those little Christmas light embellishments. So we'll be using those. That's the tag that I've just mounted on some white cards, so I can write my little message to and from, so really easy. And I've just put a hole punch through that one as well. Then the ribbon that I've got to go on the top of the box, to stick on it, is 2 pieces of 8.5, okay? And then for the actual card, to make the base, you just need a piece of 12 by 12. And then for the lid, you need a piece of 6 7/8 of an inch squared, yeah. Okay, so first of all, we will do our base. So I'm going to flip this over so you can see the score lines. And first of all, you want to score at 7. You want to score at 2 7/8 of an inch, okay, all the way down. So that's 2 7/8 of an inch, and then at 7.5, all the way down. And then you want to rotate, and you want to score on along again at 2 7/8 of an inch, at 5 3/4 of an inch, at 8 5/8 of an inch, and at 11.5. Okay. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm on about my 5th video, so I think that's probably what it is. I'm trying to back them up, just so I've got time to get on with other things, life in general. Okay, so that's all the scoring there on that one. Then grab your lid, and pick a side, it doesn't matter at the minute, and you want to, first of all, you want to score at 1 and at 2, and then you want to pull it out slightly so it's just not quite coming up to that first 1/8 of an inch little notch there. You just want it to be in between that, just so it's showing a little bit of the bottom of the scoreboard. If I bring it up closer, can you see there? See how small the gap is? It doesn't quite come up to the, where am I? So I'm just, that's it right in the corner there, flush. I'm just pulling it out, so it's kind of just halfway in between this first little marker here and the very end, the very side here, okay? And that will just allow you to have a nice flush finish on the lid when we close it. So pull it out slightly and then score at 5 and at 6. Then rotate, push it right in, score again at 1, what's that one for me? Score again at 1 and 2. And again, pull it out, same as you did before, and score at 5 and at 6. Okay, so get rid of that and get rid of the scoreboard, and we can burnish all of our score lines. So start with this one. Yes, that's that one, or burnish, and then again grab your lid. Okay, so that's that one done as well. So go back to the main case here, and we just need to do some cutting. So you want it, so you've got your 12 by 12 piece, have your tab here on the right hand side, and this is all these little squares here, these 2 7/8 of an inch squares, that's our base. So you just want to cut up each one like so. That one, and that one there. This end one here where we've got the tab, just cut up and then just cut that piece out, and I've slightly just cut it on an angle there, just take a little wedge out just so you don't have anything overhanging, and then just go back over them, and wherever you can see any of the kind of lumpy, I'll just bring that one up there, you can probably make out there's just a little bit of that score line, you can see, just remove that. You don't want to remove too much, just a sliver, and it will just allow you to just have a much cleaner, flusher finish on the base of your box. So you can see there I'm taking off such a small amount, and it just means you won't get anything overhanging. You can see there just how thin those pieces are, and again just take that one. Oh, and I think that one's okay there. Yeah, so that's everything fine there. Then rotate it, so now you've got your tab on the left hand side, and the first one you want to cut that tab completely away, so again just as we did on the other side, and just cut that on a little angle, and you can see there now we've got that nice little tab. Now if you're using, this is 160 GSM paper, so it is thin, but once I fold it over, that's what reinforces and makes your box strong. Now if you've got anything thicker, I would say cut down each of these, cut off the little slithers like I did here, and then stick them down. Because this paper is thin, I can just stick the whole thing down like that and fold it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it just to show you, because it's quite easy. If you've got very thin paper, just run tape all along this half here, okay, up to this score line, fold it over and stick it all down. But I'm going to show you, if you haven't got it that way, just what you need to do. Because what it will mean is it might just be a bit too bulky on the corners. So I'm going to show you both ways of doing it. So again, just cutting down like so, and then again I'm just going to go along and just cut off any of that bulky score line, and it just means I'll get a nice kind of corner fold. So when this comes together like so, there won't be all that bulk there already, you can see, like so. And again, just remove a little bit on this one. Okay, now bear in mind, before you stick all that down, we need to put it together, because you need that in first and then sticking them over. So the two outer ones don't stick down yet, just stick these two down here. So I'm just going to grab some of my, where did I put my red tape? Okay, so just fold that one over like so, and then that one You can see there, you can just kind of make out a little bit of white there. It just means it'll come together nicely on the corners. So now what we want to do is pop some tape on here. If you're not using double-sided, don't do this bit yet. If you're using wet glue, just hold on and do that last, and I'll tell you when to do that. So those two are done. Flip it over, and hold on a sec, which way was I? Yeah, it is that side. So yeah, fold it over, and you just want to run some tape along your tab and make sure you hug the score line side. So again, you get a nice, although this is going inside, but you get a nice close. Okay, flip it back over again. Take this off. So again, you can use wet glue here if you want. If you're using wet glue, remember, don't do those bits yet. Fold this over, this side here, this half. And it should just meet perfectly. Yeah, but I always hover it over and make sure you just get your score lines all lined up there. Okay, so you want that nice and flush, so you get that there. Then what you're going to do is fold those in like so. So if you're using wet glue, put the wet glue on, kind of, you know, arch it over like so, and then go in, because then you won't get it anywhere else, and stick it down. So I'm just going to push these back out again, because I've obviously just used that double-sided tape. Obviously, forget that, I don't know what I was going to say, so just push that one down like so, and then just get that other side out. And like so. So now I haven't got that white tab showing at all inside my box, and I've got a really nice inside as well as an outside. So like I said, on that one there, you can see it, and that's because I folded it all over first, stuck it all down, and then joined it on the side, and that's where you can see it. So don't worry if you do that way. If you don't mind, then it's fine. So, but that's what I wanted. I want this nice flush finish inside my box. So now we just need to put together the bottom. So basically you just put all the bits in like so, and then have your last one. And you shouldn't have anything overhanging because we trimmed off those little bits. So for the base, I'm going to use some of my wet glue here, and you just want to focus on the edges, and then just kind of splodge it across there. Bring that one down again, focus on the edges here like so. And again, this glue hardens, so it will give you a nice firm base. If you are putting, like I said, a candle, something with a bit more weight, it will hold it well in this box. And then the last one like so. Don't go crazy with the glue, so you don't get it all sticking everywhere, and there's a nice finish to your base. So that is a really nice reinforced bottom of our box. So that's that piece done. Let's pop that to one side, and then grab your lid here, your top piece, and again I'm going to turn it over just so you can see the score lines better. So because it's a square, it doesn't matter what side you start on, they're all the same. But as I do all the reinforced boxes, so you want to cut down these first two score lines, like so. So you're going to cut up the first score line to this second score line, and then this second score line up to this second score line, because it's just a perfect square. Rotate it, cut that one out completely, and cut that one out as well. And then just take a little slither off of all of those sides, like so, and it'll just give you a nice flush finish. That's that one. And then on the other side, you're going to cut down like so, cut down, ooh, cut down again, that one there, and that one, and that one, and then again just cut off just a little bit, so you're making a little tab there, so you get a nice close. Okay, so that's what you will have. Then rotate the whole thing around, so this is now at the top, and do exactly the same. Okay, so that's what you should have. And just flip it over there. So I'm going to use some wet glue to put this together, and what you want to do is, with the pattern facing up, with these four little tabs here on the corners, just apply some wet glue or double-sided tape. Make sure you focus on that score line there, and then just bring it down and fold it in, and that will just reinforce that for you. This one here, And keeping my glue right up to that score line. Bring it down and under, and just bring it up to form a nice right angle. And again, we'll reinforce that corner because you're obviously doubling up there with that card. And once we bring down the top, these bits here as well, make it nice and strong, and hold those tabs all in place. Just repeat that again on these other two. And now I'm just going to splodge some glue. You don't have to be too careful, don't put loads on each of these. Fold it down, and again, just do that on all of those sides, and then we'll grab a ruler in a minute and just make sure they're all stuck down. Then with a ruler, just go in, or with your bone tool, and just spread out any glue and make sure you really burnish the sides there to get a nice crisp finish. And then that will sit perfectly on top of your box. And again, it's a really nice open and close. You can feel the air coming down the sides, and that's always, for me, that's my sign that it's a nice closure. Okay, so now we're going to attach the ribbon. So just grab a piece here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of my red tape right on the end. The red tape's good because it adheres quickly to your fabric. Wet glue just absorbs and can take quite a while, so just grab this, and then with that end piece you want to sit it inside here, so it's right in the middle like so, so it's stuck straight away. Fold it around with your thumb and your finger there, keeping it nice and taut, okay, so it's still sitting nice and centered, and then roughly put your finger where the middle is there, open it up so I know roughly that bit, put another bit of tape like so. Again, make sure it's all stuck down and peel that off. Bring it back up again, keeping it all nice and taut on all of those corners. And as you bring it around the top, make sure it's in the middle. Stick that down, and then bring it around. Oh, I must have done my length wrong. Oh, I'll put a little thing up because it's not obviously that length. I'll need to remeasure that. But then you want to cut it, well, it'll be the right length so it meets perfectly inside there. So again, on this end, I'm put a bit more of my tape, which is just coming to an end. I just tied that up in a bow. And there you have it. Just cut off the edges there. And you've got a really nice lid, because obviously you could stick this down with a glue gun if you wanted to separately, but the lid will come off with all of this attached. It's not like you're having to undo the bow to get into the box. So all I would suggest then is when you close it with your gift in, is just put a little bit of clear tape inside or underneath, just to stop, if there's someone that's likely to go into it, stop them going in. But yeah, there you have it. So it just sits perfectly on top. So I really, really love this. I might have it hanging down loose on the side there. I might play around again actually, but I love it. I think they're really good. I love these papers so much. So there's, again, just bring it up on that corner, make sure it's all nice and taut, and bring it down so it's all nice and centered. And there you have one ribbon on the top. Grab your other piece and you're going to do the same and cross it over like so. Okay, so that's that all done. And bring that up, there we go, you can just see there, a little bit crooked there actually, I've gone a bit wonky, but anyway you get the gist. You can see, and all inside there, really nice. So grab some more ribbon and my tag, and like I said, I did say I'm going to finish this one slightly different to that one, just to make things, keep things different, give you more ideas. So let me just think how I want to do this first. Yeah, so obviously I've only stuck it in the corner there, and then I want to get some of these little embellishments on as well. And use a pink one and a green one, and I haven't used blue yet. Yeah, there we go, because that would go tie in nicely with the blue around my border there. So you need to thread these through. Obviously this is thick ribbon, but it will go through. So I'm just going to spend some time making sure these are all in place. So there you have it, two really nice gift boxes. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please hit the like button if you did, and subscribe to my channel to see more. Thanks for watching, bye!